Oh, Handy's asking for it. Yeah, no, I was gonna say if people are asking for it, I'll only be cool with it if they are. So yeah, no, I mean Handy seems pretty raring for it, and I could get down with yes if the two of them would like to do one, then yes, I'm here. Lobby is still open.
I mean, yeah. I. Oh, beer. Duh.
What I'm curious to see is if they're gonna come out with some funny business, or if they're gonna go out with their with their best characters.
Go
I'm
out in
curious.
style.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they're gonna go with their mains, or if they're gonna come out doing something funny.
Oh, baby.
Well, I've already updated the scoreboard for both of you guys, so I'm ready to go.
Go for it. They're doing it. The 3 volley salute. Best of 2. Make it that like that.
No, I know these guys. They're like, no, no, no. We're doing a best of 5. And this is also a classic matchup. I remember in like our third or fourth double elimination bracket. I remember this was a classic matchup. We were still at the time because we really hadn't developed the community in a really solid way just yet. We were still doing only Omega and Battlefield stages, like because I was literally like, hey, like a whole bunch of people here don't know anything about stage striking, guys. So we're just gonna set it random to Omega and Battlefield and just play it out. And they were like the first championship round that we had for that.
Shoutouts for you to actually try to teach people over time how to stage strike appropriately.
It definitely took some time, man. But that was once again one of the cool things was that once we got it together, man, it was something everybody really learned in the process.
Yeah, I mean when we do these we do these pop-up events as well. We take a lot of shortcuts, comings and shortcuts to.
Usually I just tell people at like pop-up events, hey, gentlemen's agreement on like, these 5 stages. And if you guys just agree to them, then just do it.
Yeah. So we've got a pit. Low-key, I was actually trying to look forward for a pit inside this entire tournament series too, because I like what pit can do, especially with arrow zoning and what have you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pit to me, he's a character that is very fundamentals based. The better you are with Pit, it shows how good you are as a player. And so it's funny that I say that to you because like he's also a character that the lower skill level you are, the easier this that you can tell because you'll see a lot of Pits who are very beginners at the game going for that like triple side B or like they'll be going for up B and miss it off ledge or something just like due to like their level of comfort, and it's really fun to just play because like in casuals that's so fun and so like hilariously unexpected.
Yeah,
but we'll see. Like these two have played so many sets and so
they
many
played together so often. Yeah,
at this point it's like habit in terms of how they play the matchup and how they punish each other and everything.
Ooh, nice stomp.
Like I would say that for me, this matchup, like the way I would describe how it should go is know what it should look, there's no way it will look the same as the way it optimally should be played because essentially these players know all of those characters' tricks to each other. They know everything. So one of them is just gonna like have a read on each other in the first game, and then that next game you'll see like Handy might get some crazy reads himself, and even now, like I think Handy could easily make a comeback just because they know each other so well. Like it's it's like they played so many tournaments. It's insane.
Yep. I mean, I'd be waiting for the time when this is a kind of a brief aside here, but I'd be waiting for the time when majors go back into service. When we can actually get a good in-person major.
Yeah, my prediction I talked about this yesterday with my viewers when I did the IPG talk show.
Yeah.
Whoa, that
Uh,
Guardian.
yeah, that was really smart on his end. Was that we talked about just when offline mages will be back in like proper style, and my prediction was depending on how they do it. Like, let's say they require vaccines and whatnot, just like to do it earlier. I could see invitationals coming back like maybe during the summer, like July. But I could see actual like just general online or offline mages with like no invite and all that coming back in like October. That's my thought process on it.
Yeah, it's possible.
I think later is always going to be better than sooner, just because I think anything could happen. You never know what could happen in a couple months, like with COVID and all that.
Yeah, coronavirus has derailed a lot of things as well. I mean, it was really, really sudden to the onset. I mean, the last major event or convention or whatever I'd went to was in C2E2, and that was at the end of February, beginning of March.
Yep.
And I was volunteering. I think it was the Friday of that whole weekend.
I think so.
Yeah, it was the Friday that whole weekend because weekday schedules were still in effect on the Metro. But even then, during that whole event, Corona was still within people's minds. But it didn't blow up. But it didn't But Corona didn't yet explode to the thing that we know it to be now. At that time.
Wow.
Nice stage play.
Yeah, and that's what I mean about these players playing so often. Like Handy knew that he could just throw that back air on Link or on Pit, just because Pit's up B has no hitbox on it whatsoever. So whenever Pit's recovering, you have to be full on aggressive with no care in the world because he can't do anything out of it. It's not like he can jump out of it or do some crazy shenanigans that allows him to get back like Link or K.Rool can. And it makes it really challenging for Pit sometimes to
Oh no.
fight. That was pretty funny. And this is what I'm saying, like, look at this now. Handy is at 134 first stock still, able to get back. Oh, this is a stock, never mind. But Chompy at 100% essentially has to make a pretty decent comeback now. Whereas the flip side was true in that last set, or that last game.
This small stage, though, King K.Rool, I'm going to definitely favor King K.Rool over Pit because, of course, Pit being very, very light and very easy to throw.
Yeah.
Would be a liability in such a stage with a small blast zone. Trying to reflect.
I also will say what's true is that it's a bit easier to, like, edge guard on this stage just because you have like the platform layout. It's not like there's restricted space underneath like on Pokemon Stadium where like there's that bar in the middle and the camera is a bit close to the ground so you can't necessarily see underneath the stage. So like it just is a different like look entirely, really, even just like from that alone.
Wow. Chasing them down out there for that one.
Nice rage build up too. Good air dodge. Back air.
Oh, tried to see if he'd catch him in a, while he was in propeller hat.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, Pit's forward aerial just is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Wow, but
Nice arrows.
you boy, 2 of them in a row. If this was Halo, that would be a double kill.
Double kill. Gosh.
Double kill.
Killionaire.
Yep.
Kill-tacular.
Back-to-back headshots.
Yes. Snapshot.
That was a good one. I used to remember that.
Gosh, I love Halo's commentator.
I love the Halo announcer too.
He's great. That was sick, though. That was so sick.
Steve Downes is from Chicago too, so
I did not know that. That's really cool.
the guy who plays Master Chief, Steve Downes, is actually from Chicago.
Did not know that. That's really sick. He's my most requested for this game.
Oh, is Master Chief?
Yeah. I know it's never gonna happen, so it's like if somebody else
we would have never thought that the Minecraft guy would have came.
That's true. That's
you know?
true.
Actually, no, he wasn't born in Chicago, but for a very, very long while, he was the host for WDRV,
Yep.
which was a classic rock station in Chicago. WDRV FM and HD1 Chicago, WWDV FM and HD1 Zion. I still remember that jingle.
That's one of the next things I'm honestly working on. I think that really will make better 3 stock music. All right, so maybe they are changing up on stage. We'll see in just a second.
Yeah, probably. Oh, at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe a character.
Now, Chompy maybe, but
Nope.
once again, there's no
Yeah.
indecision for Handy.
I'm surprised. To be honest, I figured they were just doing like random stage selecting now. Like just with like whatever stage it is, you know. But at the same time, interestingly enough, they're going here.
Keep going, yep.
Nice use of that reflector. That got buffed. I don't know if I've talked about that yet on stream. The speed at which he puts it away and pulls it out was changed so that it's faster. And so now it essentially makes it so that you can throw it out multiple times in the air safely. And it's actually a really sick strat now to essentially use it like multiple times in order to make people feel unsafe when trying to like throw projectiles.
Gotcha.
Because it's just such a safe like thing now. It used to be so laggy, and it's actually really cool to see that come into like a better use. Because it used to be like, oh, it's just down me. Like I can literally just wait for you to like let go and then punish you. Now it's like, nope, you gotta like wait even longer for them.
Chompy finishing that stock out pretty strong.
Yeah. It was unfortunate. I don't know if you noticed that earlier. He almost got that spike, that down air, and it hit him off to the left.
Yeah, no, and they put him back on the stage.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like the exact opposite of what you want to see.
Nice juggling though with the arrows. I just gotta say that much. I mean, the good thing that I like about Chompy is how is his discipline with the arrows that he can use, the ability that he has just to guide him so well.
And no, nuts hit him with the nutmeg on that one. Footstooled him out.
He footstooled out of a missed arrow.
And there's the, yep, I was going, oh no, what a fabulous
Oh, no, he
DI right
dies,
there.
good DI.
But Handy's like, no, I'm taking this stock.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's trying to get it. There's
Oh,
an upper
no.
dash. It gets stage spiked.
I was going to say Chompy's going to try to arrow shot him.
Yeah. Doesn't quite get the meteor though.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really think Handy's going to get this stock
Burial.
at some point or
Yep.
another.
Yeah, that was inevitable. Oh my goodness.
This
This was intense.
Yeah.
This was
Oh. Oh, that propeller.
Like the
literally
one
sick.
last propeller.
Yeah.
yep.
Oh,
And the up smash. The up smash.
Yeah, that was really good.
3-0.
Yeah.
I was almost thinking too. It's like with Pitt holding on the stock one from the very beginning. It was like, come on, handyman, don't go out like this at the same time.
No, yeah, I mean, these guys have a classic rivalry, and I got a pretty good feeling that it's not over even after tonight.
Yeah.
Once again,
you don't want to go. You don't want them to go down with dignity.
No, yeah,
dignity, right?
a no stock win. Yeah, no, I wasn't, and I personally wasn't afraid of it. I think both of these guys have definitely taken a break from the game in general. So picking it back up, I mean, and also we've also had a lot of new competition come into the space that has come in between them. You know, we had weeks where they were the back-to-back grand finals matches. And, you know, I think it's a testament really to everything else they've been able to donate and give to the community, which is there's so much competition that's grown in between them. You know, I can think back to when BW Styles first started joining us, and now BW Styles has really competitive matches with both of those guys. So, you know, I think that's part of it. And I not to quote Mike Tyson, but these things evolve and the competition evolves next to you. So they haven't had a tournament proper match against one another in a really long time in comparison to how much they used to have matches against one another before. So, you know, once again, man, we just had a really great farewell match. I want to say thank you to those guys again.
Round of applause again.
Yeah, round of applause, round of applause, round of applause. Yeah, next week we are going to catch you guys here again on Thursday night. I really do want to make sure that with some of our new players and some of our returning players that we get a champs versus challengers event going on, and next week really might be the best week to kind of get it started. I might make a push to try to go get some new blood and say, hey, like, if you guys are new to the scene, here's a way where you can hop in and play some relative competition. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week.
Right. See y'all.